5832. Let's hear from you. We'll be right back.
Today on Upside Down, the news has been filled with conversations with the teachers, the officials, and the parents. However, as schools begin reopening, we have a conversation with a very special student. Elvis Tefe joins us right here on the show. And later, he's a member of parliament for Assin Central. He's a businessman and above all, controversial. Kennedy Agyapong joins us right here on Upside Down.
This is the Upside Down Show, and you know how we do it. Now, today we are talking about something really interesting.
Yeah.
This week, beginning from next week.
Yeah, from tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes. Schools have reopened,
Yes.
and so we're going to have our final year students go back to school.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people have expressed mixed reactions. I mean, people are not so sure, especially with the senior high students who would be camped in school and no visitors.
Parents,
I mean, if you were a student, how would you feel?
Going back to school, I'll be paranoid because even after the lockdown, looking at how things are happening in my neighborhood, people are barely not wearing the masks anymore. People have forgotten that we're supposed to be washing our hands. Yes, the sanitizer. People have actually forgotten about the
protocols.
Yes, and the pandemic that we are in right now. So I'll be a bit paranoid about going back to class. But I'm not going back to school, so we actually need to speak to somebody who's actually going to school. And then, of course, because of you guys, we have somebody who's going back to school, and he's going to share his experience.
Yes,
an amazing person. And guys, let's check out his life story.
After he shared his challenge in securing placement in a senior high school with City News, one special diminutive young man, Elvis Tefe, from the central region, impressed many with his answers and wormed his way into their hearts.
The students and the teachers here have been so kind to me that school is going great. As you can see, I'm in school and here's Adisadel College. And the teachers come in and out, and they give us much time to study on our own stage too. So school has been really great, and school has been really good, and it is a pleasure to be in Adisadel College.
With the help of the City Opportunity Project on Education, COPE, Elvis received a scholarship and has settled into life at Adisadel and is poised to achieve his career goal of becoming a sound engineer.
First of all, after the interview and send me to the office, now I'm in Adisadel College. I think CCTV are great. I promise to do my best, and I promise that I won't let them down. They are the greatest station I've ever met.
Absolutely, and he's made all of us proud, ladies and gentlemen. Our guest now is the Honorable Elvis Tefe.
My God. That's right.
Yeah. What have you been up to?
Well, this lockdown thing was a heck of a problem, but due to God, we have been able to make it through with positive, not negative.
You know it. Elvis, so tell us about you. For most of us, we met you sometime last year when you were very frustrated, at the Independence Square trying to
get your placement and
get your placement, and that was when we met you. But before then, tell us about yourself, your life, everything.
Well, before then, I actually say life was very tough because since I was a kid without a mother and staying with my father.
Where's your mom?
At that time I don't know who is my mom, and actually not even know even if I have a mom. Yeah, because I grew up with my dad. Okay. So I decided that now dad is busy and work is not going according to plans.
What does your father do?
He's an architect.
Okay. Oh, okay.
life's not going according to plans. Life's not a joystick.
Of
Wow,
course.
that's
Yeah.
true.
So I decided to pick it out that, well, after all, I'm the only boy. After I gave birth to 3 children, I'm the firstborn. The rest are girls.
Hey,
Wow.
big drop.
Yeah.
So I made up my mind that then surely I'll have a talent or something hidden in me. So I have to bring it out to support my dad. And to God be the glory, I later found out that, wow, I can dance and rap.
Okay.
Hey.
So it was very interesting. So I later joined Atebu FM
Okay.
and
Interesting.
Atebu DJ Fresh.
Okay.
So I started my rap journey from there. I actually made one song for one MP at that place, but due to my father not liking the situation, the whole idea, so the song was not able to come out.
Okay.
Wow. This is all before you went to school.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now, tell us, so where were you born? How come you don't know your mom and all that?
Well, I was born at Adunyame,
Which year?
2005. My mom gave birth to only me,
Okay.
and the rest of my sisters have their own mom.
Okay.
So I don't know where my mom was, and I've never seen my mom until recent that she popped up saying that she's my mother. So I
Wow.
don't actually know. It's the time that I'm getting to know her and have the love that she has for me. So I don't
Interesting.
actually know.
But tell us about growing up with your other siblings. Did they accept you? You are from different mothers. You are not exactly like them in terms of height and all. How was the experience like?
Well, I was not accepted though, but I have to mingle my way throughout. See, I was not accepted because my mom, which is not my biological
stepmother.
mom, my stepmother, was that, oh, this kid, they be your heart, they be your taking my blood, one fan and command mommy. And I'll be like, then I'm my way. From a corner in China. Then my dad would start crying and saying sorts of things, then I was shown.
It was did you, when the woman, your stepmother, was treating you like that, how did you feel? How did you take it? And how were you able to, wriggle your way through?
I thought it was a game.
Wow.
Either you lose, game over. And if you win, life goes on.
Wow.
So I decided to do my part to stay put, to adapt to the situation, so that I can make a better life for my father, so he can have his peace of mind and not concentrate on his work. I don't want a situation whereby complain, like you get fed up. So I just needed to be careful and mind my words and whatever I say.
And then you met City.
Yeah, that was when I saw actually first time when I saw, I was like, wow, this is not the TV station that I'm, because I've been watching 30 seconds.
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Yeah, I've been watching that too. So I was like, since I wanted to be like, I wanted like a specific future for myself. Like I wanted to be those sort of entertainment.
Yeah.
So told my father that, let me go for the interview. First, I'm gonna gain my popularity. Second, help must come from it.
Yes.
My father was like, you know me, I don't like TV. No man, I work also make kasa, or maybe some question and then TV. And I was like, okay, you go, I'll take it along. So actually was rooming, and then Auntie Zoe called me. I would like them to get me a school near Central Region, and they should give me from my first choice to my third choice. They have just been tossing us out since morning. Where I'm standing, I'm still standing there. I'm not even moving. And now they've asked us to go back and sit down until they tell us to come back. Well, right now, how the things are going, I think I have to go home and come back tomorrow because the queue is huge enough that even when you stand in, people just come in, hey, go, don't be pushing you. So I don't have that kind of strength to stand in the queue, so I just have to go home.
So you had a plan, like it looked like your way to stardom was really planned.
Calculated,
Yes.
it was falling in place.
So you went to school. There was a great crowd, a great multitude, if I must say, of students who came to meet you, excited. How has been life after that?
Well, life became something like, okay, life became upside down like the show.
You know it, you know it, you know it.
Because in the school, I felt like I was not there to stay because you just be in the class, somebody will just come. You are that boy on TV, that boy Elvis. I want to take a picture.
Oh, really?
Bring that boy out.
Are having phones unprescribed in schools? But they bring phones to school.
Like,
Don't try and get anybody into trouble.
The parents
Yeah.
always come. They want to take pictures. Some to say that, oh, start with my son, so that I can show it to my friends. Start. So, well, that was how it was, but later on, I could.
You coped. When you say you coped, do you face any bullying from people? Some seniors were like, hey, who's this young small boy? I come to take our fame. Did you experience anything like that? Because I experienced stuff like that in school.
No, like, they actually saw me like a star, so
Of course you are a star.
many people were not willing to talk to me.
Wow.
So I stayed alone for about 2 weeks.
Wow.
You get there, the fresh boy on campus, everybody coming to see you, and then you take entertainment by
Over, yeah.
storm. You take over, and then we are watching TV and we see Elvis on TV doing amazing stuff.
In fact, let's take a look at that video, guys. Let's just take a look at Elvis during one of his entertainment times in school.
Wow. And
Wow.
so we are talking to Adisadel's very own Elvis Tefe. He's making a disco, and
Very
all
proud,
of us
yes.
associated to the school very, very proud.
The government has announced that your seniors will be going back to school. What's usually the conversation amongst you guys? I mean, going back to the secondary school boarding house and stuff.
COVID-19
I mean, COVID-19.
in
How do you feel?
Well, I listened to that news, so when I heard of it, I called my friend and I told him that, hey, Charlie, we don't go to school. It doesn't, Mommy, so I'm go. Corona, don't come in, Mommy, so I'm go. But my mom, she's not into that stuff. Either rain or shine, you forgo.
But you are not going.
But you are not going yet, so I mean.
Yes.
You are in Form 1.
Yeah, so, and then so,
Gold
like,
or
green, I'm green.
green
Green
track.
track.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
I told shit.
So I was discussing with my friend, and my friend said that if I was to be in SS3, they like me, I'll not go. Because it's risky. It's
Yeah.
risky. No, it's risky. But it's their life. You can choose to stay at home and be to be something else. You can choose to go and be better person in the future. So
You just have to take care of yourself.
yeah. So you can go, but it depends on how you relate yourself.
Great.
I wish I could let me throw this in before he gives us his whole performance.
Yeah.
So Elvis, if the president was sitting right in front of you and you had something you want to tell him about this whole situation and the COVID-19 and education, what would you tell him?
Well, I'll actually tell him one thing. Life is not a game. So seek for your life first. Don't play with your life because you can die within the blink of an eye. So
That's what you tell the president.
that's it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think it's time to have the entertainment and let's see Elvis do
So our
his stuff.
former entertainment prefect,
yes.
aspiring to be one in future.
No, I think he's our upside down entertainment prefect.
Oh,
We'll-
hands down,
Yeah,
hands
leave your
down.
notes for us. So
yes,
guys,
so please do us
Elvis,
the
you have the
honors.
floor.
Okay.
Do you
and
have
then-
any particular song you want?
No.
So please stand in front of the table.
Yes. Okay. Oh, Emmanuel. Hey. Oh. Okay. Hey. All right. So we're gonna go for a quick break. This is Upside Down Show. Stay tuned. There's more. Hey.
Know a real life story or want to share your story? Send us an email and come on the Upside Down Show. Send us an email to cityupsidedown@gmail.com. Share your story with the world only on the Upside Down Show.
City TV is live on DSTV. Go to channel 363. On GoTV, access City TV on channel 182. On a digital TV, please press the menu button on the remote control and run a new search on your TV. Take note that without an antenna, you cannot access City TV on your television. City TV can be accessed on a free-to-air digital box like the GoTV and Star Times box. City TV, it's your world.
Know a real life story or want to share your story? Send us an email and come on the Upside Down Show. Send us an email to cityupsidedown@gmail.com. Share your story with the world only on the Upside Down Show.
This man's introduction needs a whole thesis, because we can go on and on and on and on. He's a whole institution. He is a whole mood altogether. He is a parliamentarian. He is aside parliament. He is a politician. He is a philanthropist. He is a businessman, a successful one at that. He loves children, and so he's got quite a number of them. He loves to party. Maybe that's what you don't know. And he can be sometimes very controversial. Now, in recent times, he's taken it upon himself to ensure that there is some discipline in the society, especially where religion is concerned.
Maybe I mean, come Brazil, I'm a coffee girl, I'm a Irachi. And I mean, come for it. I don't see you also many will be a big that.
When did your mom?
Now, what did you want?
Say,
you should ask intelligent questions. Where you see,
when did your mom?
A dumb question now be some. Who call law school? Yes, you could be some question. So she will not go back to me. When did you want? I got Easter, mammy, you know, come to call them. And what in the corner? And what worry about him? Look, come on, ask intelligent questions and let's go. You are no different from the boy from BBC. I want to interview you there and I want to go find.
A Jane, a ma real.
I can't go school more bomb. What be some first question? Who say repeat?
Ladies and gentlemen, can we have some drum roll? Our guest today is the Honorable Member of Parliament for Assin Central, the Honorable Kennedy Akompreko Agyapong. Can I have a round of applause?
That's right.
Yes. Feel free. Right. So you know how it is like, when you have this man seated is, you should grab a pen and paper because we're going to be giving headlines. You know what I mean? Honorable, you are welcome. This is the Upside Down Show.
Thank you very much.
All right. So Kennedy Agyapong, this is a household name. I don't know who is yet to hear this name, but many people probably might not know where you started from. I'm sure you've heard a lot of things about yourself. People ask a whole lot of questions: where he got his money from, how come he can speak his mind and nobody can stop him. People just don't understand. But I want you to take us all the way back to Assin Fusu and Assin Dompem era.
I was born in 1960, June 16, 1960. So I'm going
so your birthday is just around the corner.
Yeah, I'm going to turn 60.
When is your birthday?
16th.
Okay, June. Okay.
June. I was born in a village called Assin
Okay.
in Central Region. 1968, I went to Kumasi to live with my father.
Okay.
Now, I was a hardcore boy, very stubborn. So he
Are you
couldn't.
still a hardcore man?
Yeah. He couldn't take it. He brought me back to the village. Then again, he said, no, a man has to train his boy. So he came for me again to Kumasi. There too, he thought I was too stubborn, and they brought me back to my village. In Kumasi, I attended practice school, Bantima Presby. From there, I went to Sojalai, that's how they call it. I think I finished Form 4, what they called level standard 7.
Okay.
And went to Adisadel College. So when I got to Adisadel College, I was old. Because I have one of my daughters is around 19 that has finished university.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I went to Adisadel College at the age of 16.
Form 1.
Yeah, I'm a group. So, but I went to Universal's form. Then from there, I went to Germany, also to Hassel. I was washing plates in the restaurant. I did a couple of working at the ProMat. I became a very good cook at the restaurant. My boss taught me Italian dishes. So I can do a lot of Italian dishes. Wow. Now women have spoiled me here because they don't want me to cook. So when you say you can cook, they don't even believe it. But I could do well, those days.
Right.
From there, I managed to go to America as well. And there too, I worked at Zaru Bakery. I can bake a lot.
A man of many parts.
Yeah.
So from bakery, my senior from Adisadel College, one day I was coming out of the elevator and I met him. Apparently he was living in my building as well. He's called Baba Moro.
Okay.
So talking to him, I didn't have my green card, so he also connected me to a gas station, a gasiteria. And later on we ended up at the Citco gas station that was on Webster Avenue and Cross Bronx in the Bronx.
How old were you around that time?
I went to Germany at the age of 23.
Okay.
Then America at the age of 25.
Okay. And how long did you stay there?
In Germany, I stayed there for 18 months.
Okay.
Then I moved to America. I would say I still live there. In 1999, Reagan had introduced amnesty program. So I was fortunate to work with a lawyer. He's called Kojo from Asiedu. He lives at Redco. He recruited me and I started working with him. That is the cocaine money.
Oh.
That is where I made the money. Reagan's amnesty time, I made a lot of money. We did about 2,500 applications. And everybody paid 2,500.
Wow.
I was doing all the documentation, and my boss, because he's the lawyer, he will go and present the thing in court at the immigration.
Yeah.
So out of the 25, my boss will get 700, and I will get the rest and use some for documentation. So when we finished, I had made a lot of money. So in politics, it was my boss who introduced me to politics. Till date, none of my relatives is a politician. I think I stand alone. And I got involved, and here we are today.
Right.
So the credit goes to my boss, lawyer Kwajua from Asiedu.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Right. So coming back to do politics and all, how was it like 1992 and then to 96?
Let me tell you, I prefer to be a businessman more than politician, because as a businessman you get more respect than a politician. Because politician, anybody can attack you and those things. What happened was that the Reagan's amnesty, when Clinton also came, he introduced U.S. lottery.
Yeah.
But my office is not too far from here, Zaglo House.
Okay.
That was my office.
Just by the
Yeah,
road.
Zaglo House. When I was coming, I just go, that's the whole place. Zaglo House. So I introduced U.S. lottery
Okay.
into this country.
The first Ghanaian.
Yes.
Which year was this?
I think that was 1993, 94.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the first one was 95. 95. The first U.S. lottery was 95. 'Cause I did it for my cousins. I just did it and they won.
Wow.
So I had to. And because we have done the amnesty program, I knew a lot about immigration.
Yeah.
So I came down to fill the forms for them. My cousin and my brother, they won. I processed it for them. So through that, and look, let me tell you, when people don't know your background and they think they are a drug dealer, it's so painful. The second chance of my money, I'll tell you, when I came to Ghana and got my cousin and my brother's documents processed, then I got to know a lady over there. If I have 3 kids were there, you know, that lady, I asked her, if I bring more of this, can you process it for me? Because she could not do anything except to approve you for interview. There's no kululu. She can't do it. Because Americans, they are very careful. Yeah. But to get the approval, even to be interviewed, was a problem. That's where she would deny you outright. The comment she makes, it makes it easier for the counselor or whoever interviewing you to say yes or no. That was her job. So I asked her a question. When I started chasing her, I asked her a question. So next time, if I bring more of this, can you process it? She said, yes, I can help you. So I went to America. That time, my boss was here. I was working with another boss, lawyer Fufie. I went there and told him, lawyer, I have connection in Ghana. So let's buy this. When I went back, after processing my relatives' documents, I went back and Ghanaians have won a lot of the U.S. lottery and they didn't know how to process it. So I told my boss, look, I have a connection, so let's do this. He was interested in the cash right there. Give me 200 and take it, or 500. So he will take 500, give whoever wants 200, but I will buy it. So I bought 48,000. 48,000. That's about 96 applications, and brought it to Ghana. That is another cocaine.
Yeah.
You know, that time.
Now you know how to make money.
Yeah, that time
Yeah.
I was charging $5,000 each.
95.
Yes.
Wait,
Yes.
is that how come you made your first $1 million?
Yes, I'm coming to that. Yes. Sometimes in life you have to take risk.
Yeah.
I took the risk. And in 1996, September 30th, that was the last day of the U.S. lottery. They process it, then they will go home, come back, say, from February, March to start until September. So after that program, I checked my account, what I've saved. I had $1,145,000 in my account.
How did you feel? How did you feel? You know?
I feel so good. I called my friends that helped me, and I was staying at Redco, the bungalow number A5. And I had always said to myself that I'm going to be a millionaire at the age of 40. I didn't know how I was going to make it, but I was working. And at age 36, September 30th, 1996, my account at Agreg Bank City House was $1,145,000.
Wow.
Even today, it's still very good money.
Well, of course.
Even today, it's very good money.
Right. So in the course of business, have you made some decisions that cost you?
Yes, a lot. A lot. It's not been easy. Another risk I can tell you, when I see people setting up TV stations, well, maybe mine has not worked. So, but I think Net2 has not helped me. It's just a flash.
Why?
The kind of monies I talk is not what they are doing. Anytime I get
maybe
there,
you are used to big monies.
anytime I get there, I get so furious. When I get so furious. But now I'm trying to put it behind me because I'm doing other things to complement it. So I've invested in business that I chef him. Last month they couldn't pay themselves. And I said, I'm not going to pay you. I've asked you to work and pay yourself. And if you can't pay yourself, you expect me to bring my money from Accra to pay you? Hell no, I ain't going to do that. So it has not been smooth as people think. There are challenges.
Yeah.
But you have to, come on, put up a brave face and take bold decisions so that you can come out of the valley and be on the hilltop.
Right. We are going to be talking about your life as a politician properly, and then you as a disciplinarian. I mean, that's a whole
And
new
a father
chapter.
as well.
But I've listened to you very often, and you always mention your wife. And most of the time you say that my wife said I shouldn't do this, so I will not. My wife said I shouldn't do that.
We are the master.
Thank you very much. I was going to ask you about that. That, you know, Yapono song that Kennedy Agyapong on the master.
Yeah.
Who is your master?
Why you've answered that?
Your madam is your...
Yes, yes.
So,
if you don't respect women, you know, sometimes I hear, oh, he doesn't respect women. It is not true. I respect women, but I reciprocate action. If a woman wants to take advantage because of her sex, that she's a female and therefore can insult, I'm sorry, I'll take you on. I'll take you on.
Right,
But
so,
my home, if you don't respect women, how would you have 22 kids?
I was going to come to that. So you have one
I have
wife.
22 kids.
So you
I
have...
have 22 kids.
Okay, so but you're married to
I don't
one
have
woman.
One wife. How can one wife make?
No. So I want to break it down and understand properly.
Right.
So you have madam who is your master.
Yeah.
And the other women, are they wives or
No.
are they baby moms?
I have two.
Oh,
wives.
2 wives. Okay.
I had babies with her, and my policy is that I'm against abortion.
Okay.
And I have said to myself, which will not happen because I don't drink that much, even if I get drunk and have sex with a prostitute, and the prostitute comes back to tell me she's pregnant, I will accept it.
Wow. That's noble.
Because you never know
Yeah.
who will help you one day. I have this philosophy because my father was a bad boy, a very good footballer.
Okay.
He plays soccer. All my brothers are good except me. Me, I'm not. They can play soccer very well. Very
You
handsome
can do
man.
other things.
Very handsome man. And he got 3 friends pregnant. 3
Wow.
friends pregnant
That's so no cool.
in the village. So my grandfather, who was the chief, was against my father. So when I was born, and because he's the chief, what he says is final. He called my uncles and told them that they should try and take me out of my mother and put me in the latrine, meaning kill me. But the Bible says the stone that was rejected
Shall be the cornerstone.
became the cornerstone of the house or the building.
Yeah.
All those who were in the meeting, I took their children to America.
Wow.
And they have never been me. So if they had thrown me into the latrine, would I be there to help? That is why I am against abortion. Because you never know. And most cases, anybody who has 2 wives, most cases, the madam's children are foolish. Yeah.
Wow.
Why do you say
Madam's
that?
children, madam's children, most of them, they are foolish because they stay with the father and mother and they think the whole world is theirs. Okay, they become solely headed. Kids that do not get the opportunity to stay with me because they are with their mother and I support, they don't get that personal interaction every day with me. And it toughens them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to just do a follow-up question. So do you have this number of children and this number of wives because you can afford it?
You know, let me tell you, my mother looked at me and said, Ish, you are something else. Because I used to play and said, me, I'm going to have a lot of children. I'll get women from Northern region, Ashanti region, Central region, Volta region, and I was just saying it. And I said, when I die, these kids with their parents will come, some will play agbaja, this will do this. and my mother looked at me and said, oh, gee, whatever you said is coming through.
Yeah.
You know, but I love kids.
So you know all your children?
Why not? I love kids. And I cannot sit here and tell you I love A than B. No. Because I don't have confidence in anybody. You can make a mistake by trusting one child that she or he is going to be this. He will be the one or she'll be the one to disappoint you in life. And the one that you think is stubborn and will not be what? Will be the one to save you.
We have about 40 seconds to wrap up just this, and we'll go for a commercial break. So, but can you name all your 22 kids?
I can. Why not?
Okay, let's do that. And then we go. And then we can go straight. Yes, and we can go.
But I can.
Thank you very much. Okay, so
in order of
Beth.
Shannon.
Okay, so one
is the first
Shannon.
one. Kenneth and the two guys.
Okay.
Kenneth. Gifty.
Then you come to Anel.
Okay.
You come to Antoinette.
That's 5.
Antoinette.
Then you come to Amanda.
6.
You come to Geraldine.
Yeah.
Geraldine.
You come to Christabel. You come to Tracy. You come to Yvonne.
Okay, that's 10.
You have 10.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, now let me come to the small ones too. You come to Kevin, Adwa Safo's children.
Okay.
You have Kevin. You have Daniela. Then you come to Lexi. You have Kendrick. You have Kendra. You have another Kendra. You have Akwesi and Kwame. How many do you have?
So we have 4 more. We have 4 left.
Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
have,
7, 8. So we have 18.
Akuya. I give you what?
19.
Yeah. I can't 3.
No, you can't forget.
You sure?
So we have Shannon.
I have to go
Kenneth,
in the chronological order.
Gifty.
Because if I don't mention their name, I'm in trouble.
So we have 3 more to go.
Maybe I should have gone to the mothers.
Then you will know
which one is this. And
so I'm sure they're waiting 3 more.
Tracy, Christabel, and Antoinette, they are 4. Amanda, Geraldine, they are 3.
Yvonne,
they are 3 groups. Kenneth and Gifty, same mother.
Anel.
Shannon is Black American. Anel is also Fanti. Okay, so from Anel comes those 3 that I mentioned. But you jump from there and come to Kevin. Okay, there's a Cassandra. I didn't know.
Cassandra didn't come.
Cassandra,
so 2 more.
So you have what?
So you have 20 now.
Go break.
All right, guys. We're going to go on a quick break. And when we're back, trust me, there's more entertainment right here on your favorite show, Upside Down.
Know a real life story or want to share your story? Send us an email and come on the Upside Down Show. Send us an email to cityupsidedown@gmail.com. Share your story with the world only on the Upside Down Show. Know a real life story or want to share your story? Send us an email and come on the Upside Down Show. Send us an email to cityupsidedown@gmail.com. Share your story with the world only on the Upside Down Show.
Wow, I mean, just before the break, we were talking with the Honorable himself, Kennedy Agyapong. He was running us through his life, and then before we went on the break, he spoke about his kids. He numbered all 20. We have 2 more to go, and then right now he's ready to give us the last 2. So
the last 2.
That's Madame's own daughter. Hey,
Don't forget this.
Yeah, Abigail.
Abigail?
Agyapong, and Nanekua Agyapong.
Yeah,
right.
so we have all 22. I
Yes,
think
I
that
know.
deserves a round of applause.
Of course.
Wow, so Abigail and Adeka, so we have all 22.
Wow.
So these 22 share among how many women?
Well, I can check. Why do you want to know all that?
No, I'm interested.
Yeah.
So we know that Madam and Assistant Madam are there, that's true. And the rest.
And
so
because we know your
the
number.
rest, no.
Well, Shannon, mother, 1, the American, Kenneth and Gifty, 1, that's 2. The 3 Airways, the Yvonne, Abigail, and that's Eugenia.
3.
And the 4, Christabel, Tracy, Antoinette, and Lexi, also from the same mother.
4.
Then you have Kevin and Daniela from the same mother, Joseph.
5.
Then you have
You need the list?
Abigail, that's Madame's 6.
6.
And which one do you have again?
So we have Geraldine.
No, they are the same.
Okay.
Geraldine.
So Kendrick, Kendra.
Give me. You put me on the spot. You want to know. 1.
So as Ken is going through the list, viewers at home, you guys can send us your messages via the WhatsApp number 0550-585832. And if you're on Twitter or Facebook, wherever you are, just hashtag upside down, and let's hear your thoughts about Kennedy.
Mathematics is being done.
Yeah.
A few moments later. Much later. Much later.
Yeah, you know, don't worry. It feels like we are in an examination room.
Yeah.
You know?
And you guys are
12.
the invigilator. Oh, what?
12 women.
12.
Wow. So the
12.
22, you
I'm
know.
not married to 12 women.
No, I didn't
but-
say that. So let's get the understanding properly. So the children are 22.
Yeah.
The madams are 2, and the
Yeah.
rest 10. So that is
12.
honorable. I mean, you have a whole community to yourself.
Well,
You know,
I can form a team.
Agyapong Krom.
Yeah.
So what do you think about polygamy?
You see, you use the word polygamy. It is not in our language. And Bible, even in the Bible, men who married more than one went to heaven. And those who married even one did not go to heaven. But David had how many wives? Let's quote. 1 Kings chapter 1, verse 1 to 4.
1 Kings.
Chapter 1, verse 1 to 4.
Okay.
I say, when King David was old and stricken in years and cannot get heat, his servant suggested to him, my lord, let us sort for a virgin for you. They combed the whole of Israel and saw Abishag the Shunammite and brought her to the king, attended to him, and he was healed, but he knew her not. Now, I did theology in university.
Oh, really?
I ask you a question. Why is it that David at that time, when he was sick, had 4 wives? But they asked for a virgin to give him heat. Why didn't the old women
Wives.
give him heat? So what's your definition of polygamy here? If you can't afford, you can't afford. Case closed.
That's it.
But I can tell you that you don't need to marry 2 because the problems it's not easy.
But you can handle it.
No, sometimes you can't.
Oh, you can't?
It's tough. Very, very tough.
What are some
What are
of
some of the
the...
challenges?
You go to this house, they frown their face. You go here, they frown their face. But, look, it's not a pleasant thing.
Do you
but-
have regrets?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Really?
Yeah. I'll tell my son, if you want to have kids, more kids, probably you have to divorce and marry another one. But to have 2 at the same time, any balls, baby.
Well, you got it. You got it.
It's not easy.
So the bottom line is, if you can't afford it, don't do it.
No,
and you must be
even
honest
if you
with,
can afford it and you can avoid it, please do.
Yes, and you have to be
It's not
transparent
easy.
throughout.
It's not easy. I'll tell you, it's not easy.
All right.
Wow,
I think
so-
we can move.
To the other part
Yes,
of
the other
Kennedy
side.
Agyapong,
Yes.
the politician. You give your own party trouble sometimes. Why?
What's your definition of trouble?
Because we know how politics is in this country. You know,
Yeah.
I have had interviews with politicians who come on TV, even when they do not agree with their party stance. Once they are on TV, they have to toe the line of their party, and behind the scenes, they don't go by that. But you are different.
They just don't have balls. You know what? To speak your mind, you should work hard and have deep pocket. If not, if you are not solid financially and you continue to criticize, they will sabotage you everywhere. Politics is like that. So for you to speak the truth, even against your own party, you should be financially sound. Read my lips. And again, you should not worship your money or your wealth. If you have money and you worship your wealth, what comes to mind is that, hey, if I criticize and they come after me, what will happen to my wealth?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say anything. I personally don't care about money. I don't value it. I work hard for it. It's good to have it, but I don't let it get into my head. So anything that is against Ghanaian, I'll put money aside and criticize. Ghana first.
Yeah.
That's my principle.
Wow.
But before you can have that principle, Ghana first, you should get deep pocket, baby. If not, I'm afraid when you are talking, you look back. By the time you get there, there's a letter, you are going home.
I'm sure you've heard several times that you're a very controversial man.
I am. Well, I don't know about that, but
Well, so I'm informing you that this is the word out there that Kennedy Agyapong is controversial.
oh, except the Siadunketia who tells me control, he calls me control, that I call.
Oh, so somebody actually calls
I
you
can't
that.
say control.
So,
But let me clarify that.
good.
My baby. You know what? Ghana. What I've realized is that people misconstrue confidence to be arrogance. That is why they think I'm controversial. I will not let you move. That mentality of Africans that ignore him. You continue to make them fools, to insult people and go without response. So my attitude is that I will not insult you first. You try, first blow, I give you 3, 4, so that you don't come back again. Why I won election in 2000? Because I took 1,000 people from Assin alone to America. With the
1,000?
US one. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Do you have a personal problem with Obinim, Obofo, Dukobi, all these people?
I don't have personal. Obinim now, yes. But the rest, I don't have any personal problems with them. But Obinim, yes. I will deal with them well.
Haven't you done enough?
No. There he had his own girls saying that, oh, Kennedy Agyapong, you are following him. He has not even finished one case in his life. He will bring it and just stop. But it looks as if they don't have facts. I started first from here, City FM. Wyoming's downfall started from City FM. When I was arguing with Kwaku Enyido, then when I dropped the line, I was listening, then Wyoming came, this MP, he can't even speak English, he doesn't even talk in parliament, started talking trash. And I picked him on.
Yeah.
You see, the guy says, I don't finish. Who is announced today? Announced that this ugly guy, he covers his face, and everybody is running when you hear his name. The fear is no more there. Because now people know who is it. Because he blackmails people, he extorts money from people, he kills people. What else do you want him to do? So the guy came out, the lady said, oh, Canada, Japan, or so same crowd with me. So I'm going to finish with them. From here, after the police, Yoko will come after him too, because I've sent the people there with evidence, all the transfers, illegal transfers that he has made. I'm not joking. We have to bring sanity to religion in this country, because they are impeding progress. The way I was saying before, I will strip you naked, because we are a very evil boy. Very evil. Why you want to say? What do what drink Cassia a beddy D? But in Yanko Pona will use to the dino. He will bring you down. And it will come through me. Yanko Pon the Befamso, Name Brewasi, Ogana, who brag and who brag it, and I'm towaway, and I'm towaway. Would I 30? And I'm the actual mark or about 30 me crossing 30. And I was, yes, and I may say, who was catching. What bring you? One way, one way. And we are in Yamayo.
Do you have the energy and the time, the money for all these?
Money. When you speak the truth, nothing compares to that. Money cannot be compared to the truth.
You have the energy for it?
I have the energy because when I dream, it's money and fight.
Me, I will go to Honorable Agyapong. Please. Honorable Agyapong. No. Honorable Agyapong.
What is the approach? I mean, for those who happen to be in the crossfire whenever you are talking about these people,
like the Ednas and
the ladies,
how
is it?
You see, the smart ones will go behind the scenes and tell she begging for me. I don't want my name there. You know, you are a human being. You see, I mentioned their names only to prove a point that I'm not lying. But I don't have any personality against them. No. Especially when Florence Obinim made that video and she was being sarcastic. Those who are not deep thinkers thought she did not insult me. She said, she was so sarcastic and said that I take the cup or the hat for your wife because it was through fornication. You had 19 children and it was not water. Look at that ugly and I'm getting pissed. That day. Jesus Christ. That is why I don't like politics. Because if I'm a businessman, I'm sitting in my office, this ugly woman can talk trash.
All I will be too terrible. They say we call it someone. Miss Uchaba, I have a back in Agyapong. Ya papa, one nusu, can Agyapong, one nusu on the door, sir, and Kolani now. And Kolani now, woman. Woman, no me and your muddy. I didn't know quiet no one dear. Never back in Agyapong, ni yet to me at Nasa, dear way. That's when you look at Agyapong, says that, but furniture by Jamal and Mark and the mount. Na mami da so te ho a obenyansa fo te ho a na me am yesofo maame na me am yesofo maame na me kwajeje obi.
So what can they do to appease you?
Nothing. The truth. We want the truth to come out.
So if Obinim comes out,
Obinim says he can pay me. I want to show him cash. Good one.
So is that what it's about?
Oh yes, I'll prove to this guy. Cash. Cash. Oh, wow. 147 houses in Accra, Kumasi, and Tema. You have cash and you can't even bail yourself.
Would you forgive him if he comes out?
I don't want to hear the word forgiveness. I will go with the guy.
After Obinim, would you have made your point and then you leave these prophets
for Ghanaians to see? I said, those who have ears,
Let them hear.
let them hear. I am doing my part for the lost ones to open their eyes that what it takes to succeed in life is hard work, honesty, savings, investment, and risk. It is not or sophobia. No, of late I do a lot of investigations.
Oh, and it tells. And it tells. It tells. We can see
and
that.
sometimes the revelations, when it's coming, my hand will be shaking. If you are not bold, you cannot even write.
Yeah, scary.
Yes.
Anyway, I think
Right, so don't get upset. You said you were getting pissed off. Don't
Yeah.
get pissed
Cool.
off.
Yeah,
Be cool.
So you mentioned when you came that in a do.
We want to have a party.
Yes, we want to have a party right
before
here.
16 June.
Yes. So
and so we have a
Honorable, we have a
cake
cake.
that we're going to be cutting.
Why didn't you invite me on the 15th?
No, so that on the 15th you have your own party and then you'll be invited. Okay, so this
Honorable,
is
this is
the
your cake.
I think it's cool if you're saying happy birthday to you in advance.
And then maybe if we can have music in the background so that after
Yeah.
Honorable cuts the cake, he can show off a bit.
I know Honorable loves medical. He loves Shatawale and Stoneboy.
Stoneboy and Sarkodie.
And Sarkodie, you know, Sarkodie. So which one should we
Then
play?
Andrew Bocelli.
Oh, cool.
I like the classical too.
Fantastic. So for the cutting of the cake, which one should we go for? Something
I don't know.
Ghanaian?
Yeah, we are Ghanaians, why not?
Or Obia Wani Master?
Okay, that would be nice. That would be nice.
So we have Obia Wani Master.
So Honorable, if you can do us the honor, just let's cut the cake.
So let me say a big thank you to you. You stole the show because this is the first time the TV station has done that. So thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you too.
So,
Yeah.
okay. So, Honorable, happy birthday to you in advance. It's going to be your 60th.
Yeah.
And so it is a big deal. So we do it here first. This is the Upside Down Show, and we get the privilege to cut the 60th birthday. So this is how we launch the 60th birthday. Honorable, God bless you, and thank you very much for being here with us. And so we cut the cake. Okay, so we are joining you from social distancing.
Thank you very much for joining us. Today has been an exciting episode of Upside Down. Catch us same time, and then you know how we do. Things are
Absolutely.
upside down.
Yeah. So today our guest has been the Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. My name is Frema Adunyame.
And my name is Kwamina. See you next time.
Thank you.